Hi everyone, my name is Ellen Kennedy and I was on the cover of the Irish Dance magazine in 2013 when I was 17 years old. I used to dance for the O'Connor School of Irish Dancing here in Sligo, and I danced for them for my whole dancing career, and I am now currently a nurse in the local hospital.
Hi, my name is Alliyah O'Hare. I'm a 6-time world champion and I dance for the Scandal School in Birmingham. I was IDM'S youngest cover girl in March 2017.
Hi everyone, I'm Kerrigan and I am from Birmingham in England. I was the Irish Dancing magazine's cover star in 2007 and also in 2010 after I won the World Championships. I am still involved in Irish dancing, but from a fitness perspective, I started Move with Meg, which is an Irish dancing specific personal training business. I'm a personal trainer, so I focus on the specific areas that Irish dancers need, but I also do online programs and have built quite a community during this lockdown time with some of my free live videos on Facebook.
Honestly, when I got told that I was going to be the IDM cover girl, I was so buzzing because I always used to read them and I just loved them, and especially because of how young I was, I just thought it was so amazing and I was just so happy to be a part of it. And I remember going down to the Cotswolds with my dancing teachers to do the photo shoot for all the pictures, and I just thought it was so cool.
Did Irish dancing help you with your education and work goals?
Yes, it most certainly did. I was able to work towards a goal every time I wanted to achieve something. It also taught me a lot about time management and what I wanted to achieve.
I cannot express how much Irish dancing has moulded my personality and my life. My friends often look at me and say, have a rest, like stop, like why are you putting so much pressure on yourself, like why do you work so, I try and fit 15 things into one day, everyone's like you're mad. But I think because I used to go to school, then I'd be picked up and go to swimming, then I'd be picked up and go to dancing, then I'd be picked up and go to drama, then I'd go home and do my homework, go to bed and do it all again the next day. I think I've been so used to all of my life jam-packing things into the day and being productive from the moment I wake until the moment I go to bed. That has travelled with me. And another thing, it's just given me drive and ambition and determination that I would not have had before, like the whole get up and go, and if you fail you've got to keep going and keep ticking.
Your best dance memory?
My best dance memory would be winning the World Irish Dance Championships in Montreal in 2015. After all the years of hard work, it was a great day for me, Pat and Elaine. I also took a year out just before going to college to focus on my dancing, and it was all well worth it.
It's so hard for me to pick a favourite dance memory because honestly, even in the tough times in dancing, I still enjoy it so much, and especially in my dancing school because everything's always just a laugh and it's so much fun all the time. But if I had to pick, I would probably pick the most recent Worlds in Greensboro because honestly, the feeling of winning the Worlds every time was just too insane for words, honestly. But that week was the funniest and most insane week and I just loved every minute of it.
Did I practice a lot when I was younger? My Irish dance routine when I was competing was very intense. I had dance class every single day apart from Tuesdays and Fridays. I would take Tuesdays off and to make sure I got all my homework done, but when it came to Fridays I had a set hour that I went into my garage and I just polished. Advice wise, I think it depends on the amount of dance class you go to and the other things you do, but advice wise, be specific with your practice at home. So sometimes I would go into the garage and I would polish my right leg of my lead around for an hour's time, and sometimes I wouldn't even finish that right leg. So it's that's how specific and how polished you have to be. So spending that much time, you don't have that time to focus on that at class because you need to get through everything. So the practice time at home you have is where you break everything down and you really focus on the tiny things and be harsh on yourself. Don't say, oh, that will do, because on the stage it won't do. You have to be so, like, even if it was almost there but a toe was slightly out of place, I would do it again.
My most difficult challenge to overcome would have been when I dislocated my kneecap when I was 16. It took a lot of time to recover from it, but I really worked on my rehab and I was back to myself.
Do you miss Irish dancing? And if so, what do you miss most about it?
Yes, I really do miss Irish dancing. I miss being able to go to a class every Friday evening with my friends, and I really miss getting to see my dance teachers all the time.
I was absolutely heartbroken when I heard about Worlds 2020 being cancelled, because it's just such a shame for all of the dancers and teachers that have put in so much hard work this year, but it's made me even more excited for next year, and I just cannot wait to be back in the studio, back dancing, back at competitions, because honestly my favourite feeling is performing on stage, and I just can't wait to get back to it.
If I could give myself some advice, like my former self back in the day, it would be to take stretching and mobility so much more seriously. I think there's been a massive change and a big push towards it, and a lot of people are understanding the importance of it. But I think still within Irish dancing, people miss the element of how much of an impact that can actually make to your performance. But I used to be terrible at front clicks. My hamstring flexibility was absolutely awful. Yet I never really spent time stretching out, so I don't understand how I thought it was going to get better. And it just made me think, wow, if I had taken the time and the focus that I take now into my stretching and mobility, I could have been so much better. So yeah, that's the advice I would give to all of you. Really take that seriously, because it can change your dancing to no end.
Irish dancing steps today are so varied and unique, and I absolutely love it, because you would rarely ever see two dancers that dance the same, even if they're doing the exact same steps, because people have developed the craziest and most different styles and steps, and it's just so amazing to watch.